Hi, I'm John T. Wayne. This is my first book in a series called The Gaslight Boys. It's a book called Ol Slantface. This book is about a slave trader kidnapping orphans off the streets of St. Louis in the middle of the Civil War. There's a lot of stories that were buried when the Civil War was over because the Federals won the war. They just got to teach us our history. There's a lot of things they didn't want us to know. One of those things was about the orphans being created by the war. They had a huge orphan problem when the war was over. In this book, there's a young 12-year-old boy just trying to survive the war, but he's got to deal with people like an evil slave trader and an even more evil preacher who are partners kidnapping orphans off the streets of St. Louis. It's an incredible story of a young man just trying to grow up in the middle of the Civil War. The book ends up taking you halfway around the world and back before it's all said and done. But in the meantime, this young man learns how to grow up and become a man when most children are still playing. It's a great book if you like to read about adventure and the Civil War. You can't go wrong starting with this book, and it is the first book in the series. You can find this book at johntwayne.com. You can go on there and order the book. You can get a signed copy straight from the author, or you can order it from any bookstore like Barnes & Noble. You can go to Amazon and get it. But the book's available everywhere. There's not a lot of people stocking it yet.